thing is very like political. Like even if you know that somebody's feeling a certain type of way about you, if you even like let people know that you know that they feel a certain type of way, it's just like, oh, why do you feel that way?
But I don't. I really don't know. You don't know? I'ma show ya. I'm not Latto. I'ma beat her the fuck up. I'ma knock her the fuck up. See, I done tell you now. Feel like shot low.
By now, everyone's seen it. Latto, Cardi B, and 21 Savage all hit the timeline at the exact same second, and people lost it instantly. But this wasn't about some crazy collab or record-breaking moment. Nah, this one's all about the drama that's been bubbling behind the scenes. Fans can't stop talking, and it's turning into one of the messiest situations in the game right now. What started off as some shady online tension has now turned into real industry heat, especially after people started saying that Cardi B got removed from 21 Savage's new album. And if that sounds wild, it's because this whole thing runs way deeper than just a couple of cryptic tweets or leaked snippets. This isn't internet gossip anymore. This is that type of quiet storm that builds for weeks, then blows up when no one sees it coming. The moment 21 Savage dropped What Happened to the Streets, fans didn't even play the music first. They went straight to the track list like detectives hunting for clues. Latto's name was right there, Drake popped up too, but a few artists that fans were sure would be included were nowhere in sight. That's when the side-eyeing began, and it wasn't subtle one bit. The comment sections went off, loud, chaotic, and full of wild theories. One question kept flooding every post. Did Latto have something to do with Cardi not making the album? On paper, it sounds like just another internet rumor, but when you rewind all the weird moments from the past few months, it starts making way too much sense. This situation didn't come out of nowhere. We've seen the leaked audios, the public apologies, the awkward silences, and the non-stop shade flying back and forth. When you line all those up, it's clear. Online beef never stays online. It always spills into real life, into people's money, careers, and relationships, every single time. So let's start with the album itself, because What Happened to the Streets dropped with major hype from day one. Fans were laser-focused, ready to dissect every lyric, every feature, every move. And when Latto showed up on the project, nobody was shocked. She's been everywhere lately, working non-stop and clearly standing in her prime moment. On top of everything, Latto's not just another feature. She's openly dating 21 Savage. So when her name popped up on the track list, it felt like a natural move. Everyone knows artists love pulling their partners into the studio when the vibe's right. It's just part of the culture now. Seeing Glorilla on there too made total sense, but the real shock hit when fans noticed Cardi's name missing. That's when things started to feel off, like really off. People fully expected Cardi B to be on that album, and that wasn't just wishful thinking. Cardi and 21 Savage go way back. This isn't some casual industry friendship. They've got real history, both in music and outside of it. So when her name didn't show up, fans weren't buying the creative choice excuse at all. It didn't feel business, it felt personal. That missing name hit loud. These two already proved their chemistry years ago when they dropped Bartier Cardi, a record that helped lock in Cardi's rise and showed how effortlessly their styles blended. That energy wasn't imagined, it was already tested and solid. And let's not forget, Cardi's loyalty to 21 runs deep. When he was going through his immigration issues, she stood up for him publicly without hesitation. She didn't know him a word, but she still spoke up and said 21 did not come here illegally and was not caught doing anything illegal or doing any mischief. She made it clear she had his back when it mattered most, no questions asked. Fast forward a few years, and that mutual respect never faded. 21 Savage even called Cardi his sis and went out of his way to push her album Am I the Drama to his massive audience. So that's why fans weren't just hoping to see her name on What Happened to the Streets, they were expecting it. After everything between them, it only made sense. So when she didn't show up, people started asking the tough questions. What actually changed between Cardi and 21? Did something happen behind the scenes, or did someone else step in? Fans watching closely said nothing seemed to change at all, and that's exactly why no one bought the idea that her absence was just a random mistake or a simple oversight. The math wasn't mathing, and people knew it. That's when the story took a turn. Suddenly, all eyes were on Latto. Fans started whispering that maybe she made the call, or at the very least, that 21 Savage had chosen to ride with Latto's side. Whatever the truth is, the energy around this album shifted quick, and people could feel it. To really get why that theory exploded all over the internet, you've got to rewind to the leaked audio that started this entire storm. This is the moment where everything spun completely out of control. An audio clip suddenly dropped online, catching Cardi B in the middle of a fiery rant aimed at Ice Spice. And it wasn't some polished studio track or a diss meant to drop officially. This was raw emotion, straight up frustration spilling out when someone thinks nobody's recording. And right in the middle of that heated moment, Latto caught a stray. And it wasn't light, it wasn't subtle, it hit hard. The leaked clip spread like wildfire because people couldn't believe what they were hearing. In the audio, Cardi could be heard saying she's not soft like Latto, clearly throwing a heavy jab at Latto's toughness and credibility. And in Cardi's world, that kind of line isn't a harmless joke. It's a direct hit at someone's respect, their image, and how they're seen in the game. That's deep in industry terms. It touches pride, power, and reputation all at once. Let's be honest, Cardi knew exactly what she was saying. That line wasn't slipped out by accident or said without meaning. It was deliberate. Every word carried energy and intent, and fans instantly picked up on it. That single leaked moment turned a quiet tension into a full-blown controversy. And from there, things only got messier.
There's a lot of different female rappers, but for some reason, it's something about me that like these can't stand. They can't.
That comment hit sharp, like it was meant to cut, and the apologies only came after the leak blew up. That's what made it feel even messier to fans watching from the sidelines. The tension hit harder because Cardi and Latto weren't strangers. They'd worked together before, and Latto had even hopped on one of Cardi's remixes. From the outside, the optics were rough. It looked like Latto was all smiles in public while Cardi was throwing shade in private. Even though the audio was old, the timing didn't matter. Once something like that leaks, it sticks. And in an industry built on image and respect, that kind of hit doesn't fade easily. Cardi did try to clean things up. She jumped on social media, apologized, said she was heated, and that she respected Latto. She even joked about buying her a designer bag to make peace. On the surface, it sounded mature and calm, but fans weren't fully convinced. Latto kept quiet, never responded directly, but her actions said plenty.
Phone right now! Put on the phone right now! Put on the phone right now!
She's about to do this Empire State joint.
Nah, she about to get see New York? See New York? Got it linked up!
Fans noticed her performing lyrics that echoed the same insult Cardi used, and that alone had people convinced she wasn't buying the apology. Intentional or not, the message was clear. I heard it and I didn't forget. That's when the theory spread fast, that maybe Latto told 21 to cut Cardi from the album, or maybe he did it himself to avoid any drama with his girl. Either way, fans saw the move as personal. Either way, the outcome stayed the same. Cardi's not on the album, and that's what makes this whole thing hit different. This isn't just about who got a feature, it's about what it means when tension mixes with business, especially when Latto's name is in the picture. On paper, choosing Latto over Cardi might look risky. Cardi's name still carries serious weight. Her features usually turn into full-blown moments. But here's the twist. Lately, Cardi's been moving slower. It took 7 years for her second album, Am I the Drama, to finally drop, and even then, it leaned on older hits like WAP and Up to build momentum. That doesn't erase her legacy, but in an industry that never stops moving, it made people start watching closer. Meanwhile, Latto's been hustling non-stop, dropping songs, touring, staying active, and keeping her name hot. From a work ethic point of view, picking Latto isn't as wild as fans first thought. Still, betting against Cardi has never worked. People once brushed her off as just Offset's side project or a reality star who wouldn't last. And yet, here she is, still dominating headlines years later. Every time people doubt her, she finds a way to flip the script and remind everyone exactly who she is. That's why this doesn't feel like the end. It's more like a pause before the next move. This moment's showing who's really winning, who's keeping up, and who's just caught in the drama. But deeper than that, it's exposing the truth behind all that rap girl unity talk. These women aren't best friends, they're co-workers, friendly when it helps, collaborative when it pays, and competitive all the time. Most of these connections aren't built on loyalty, just shared goals and mutual benefit. And when the pressure hits, those bonds crack fast. Cardi knows that better than most, which is probably why she felt so bold making that comment in the first place. Deep down, she didn't see Latto as a friend, just another name running in her lane.
And honestly, Latto might have felt the same way. Respect doesn't mean trust, and just because you share a studio doesn't mean you're tight. That's the real cost of online beef. It doesn't stay online. Leaked audios twist the story. Apologies don't always heal the wound. And next thing you know, whole features vanish from albums. One little rant can turn into real-world fallout before anyone can stop it. Careers, money, and opportunities can flip overnight, sometimes all because of things that were never meant to go public. And even if Cardi and 21 Savage are still on decent terms right now, this whole Latto situation has stirred up a kind of tension that won't fade anytime soon. Some lines get crossed and never really go back to normal. So the question everyone's still asking is, was Cardi B really taking off 21 Savage's album because of Latto? We might never get the full truth, but one thing is clear. In hip-hop, perception is everything. And right now, it looks like loyalty came out on top. Cardi didn't make the track list, even though fans swear she probably wanted to be there. If you want more wild industry stories, breaking rumors, and insider drama like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. You won't want to miss what's coming next.